Hello everyone, let's get started. This is not the video about the breaking news, that will be the next one, okay? In this video I want to excuse towards those I might have heard calling them idiots. I will explain why I call them idiots. It's not for everyone easy to understand, and then I will quickly go again into the theories about second or private XRP ledgers, how it came to that, and why logic defies. Even before I knew about David Schwartz, basically comments on that, on this theory that it's not possible, even though I knew before. Okay, logic simply defies. Okay. Now, regarding the excuse for those I might have heard calling them idiots, it's like that. Imagine you're a teacher for first grade kids and you have a half-yearly reunion with the parents where you talk about topics, and then steps up a father to you and tells you, "You shall not teach my son that 1 and 1 is 2, 1 and 1 is 3. You think, are you an idiot or what? Every school kid learns 1 and 1 is 2 and not 3. So, we all know it. So I call that father an idiot, trying to tell me or you in the role of the teacher what's right and what's wrong. And now I will tell you the reasons, for the logical reasons, even before I read David Schwartz's arguments, why it doesn't make sense and why, or that it doesn't exist. First, let me quickly delve into the term ledger. Ledger is simply a book where you keep track of something, okay? Your bank has a private ledger where they keep track of your account's balance, how much money gets in and how much money gets out. You have your balance there and you trust, okay? You trust the bank, a central instance. That's what DLT, distributed ledger technology, wants to get rid of, this centralized trust. That's a ledger. I have basically my own ledger where I keep track of my, I call it budget, okay? It's also some kind of ledger. Just to get this straight, not every time you read on Twitter ledger, it means blockchain or distributed ledger. Could be any kind of book keeping track of something. We have in Switzerland ledgers. Each village, or at least larger city, has a ledger where they keep track of property, which property belongs to whom. Okay, that's also a ledger. Okay, then why came this whole theory up? 2 points. One point was some people realized in the past few weeks some quite significant price spikes in the XRP price, and those creating those theories around those private ledgers thought they had the solution found by explaining it with a private ledger. Then there was another issue. That was an issue which concerned myself as well, and I will basically explain in the video about the breaking news after that video, which is the issue of privacy issues for banks. That banks must have all data for all transactions hidden, okay? Not just the sender's credential and the receiver's credential and the amount, but also to which bank a bank sends. JP Morgan does not want anyone to know how much money they send on a monthly basis or on a daily basis to Bank of America. That's simply a no-go. In my breaking video after this one, I will explain that it's basically solved. I have been doing some thinking and I will explain in the other video around that. Now, back to this private ledger thing. 2 videos have been found by several people. I will put the links in the description of this video here, where actually 2 representatives from Ripple, and one it's Brad Garlinghouse, the other one could be Ryan Segon or Ashish, I don't know actually, where they also talk about private ledgers, but they talk about the private ledgers. They're basically connecting the private ledgers from the bank. They're basically connecting with their technology. They're not talking about private XRP ledgers. And in my other video, again, I will explain how this is being done eventually. Now, my counter arguments why those theories are totally stupid. Argument number 1. One of these transactions with this price spike had a price for $488. Okay, now we could start thinking, why does such a transaction happen? But it was about 90 cents only. That's why most exchanges wouldn't even realize. Now, why would anyone buy for 90 cents XRP at a price from $488 in order to move millions? That would be the basis of this private ledger theory. Why not buy for millions at that price, so that you only need to buy little XRP? Why only buy for 90 cents? Totally stupid. Okay, now the second logical argument, which basically defies 2 ledgers. Basically, decentralized ledger technology basically means that we do not need to trust a central authority like our bank, which keeps track of our balances and accounts we have there. Decentralized trust. We could also explain it with another word or wording: no control. Now, those theories basically stated that eventually those 2 ledgers may merge. Okay, 2 separate ledgers which may merge. That would logically include some kind of control. Who controls that merge of those 2 ledgers? And just before that, I told you decentralized ledger technology is about not having control. By now introducing an element of control, that we would basically go against the total fundamentals of DLT or blockchain. Okay? Now, the price. Some arguments again were regarding those high prices, that banks may be able to move millions on the private ledger. Which stupid person would pay on a private market 500 or whatever bucks for something he can get for 35 cents and send it over and tell you, hey, I paid 500 bucks, that's the worth of it? Come on, I mean, use your brain, huh? Fourth argument, why have a public ledger at all? I mean, thinking that the XRP ledger would make sense, why having the whole public ledger at all? Why not go just with the private ledger? Okay? And the last argument from my side, which is basically my favorite, is this is basically what I would call private ledger money. let's assume I have a circle of friends, 5 friends, which accept this, which is basically not worth more than the paper it's written on. If we exchange those papers between us, and eventually at one point I have all those papers because I delivered services to my friends and they paid me with these papers, and all my friends die, I'm sitting on a pile of paper worth literally nothing. Try to find someone else who is accepting these papers, okay? And with that, I hope my excuse is accepted for those ones I call idiots, because as I now in the second thing regarding private ledgers explained why it's simply not possible, okay? And now stay tuned for my second video where I will be talking about the breaking news, my insight I got, which is far, far bigger than what we have been all thinking of until now. Beardable guy. 5 weeks of no shaving. And no, I won't sing. Not in this, not in the next one.